Good day, everyone. Welcome to Wise Link Academy. Today, we want to draw tangency. That is an aspect in technical drawing. Let me show you what I want to produce out today. Today, we want to draw out this figure here. Let me show you very well. As you can see, it's a hook. This is what hook, isn't it? So we want to draw out the tangency, the illustration on our board. So what do you observe? I have reduced all the measurements. Here is diameter of 90 because it will be very large, so I reduced it. So everything is being reduced. You can see that. So I reduced everything. So now let's start. The first thing to do is what? Draw a horizontal line and a vertical line. So let's do that. So now drawing my horizontal line, let me start from here. This is my horizontal line, isn't it? So let me draw my vertical line. I draw my vertical line with this. So this is my center point, isn't it? So this center point here is the center point you are seeing up here. This center point here. But what do you notice? This smaller circle has a radius of what? Radius of 45. As you can see, 45. So that is half of it is this. So I need to divide this by 2. You know, whenever you hear the word diameter, diameter means half of a circle. So let's divide this by 2. So 22.5 divided by 2, I'll be having 11.225. I'll be having what? 11.25. So if I'll measure 11.25 on my meter rule. So this is my meter rule. Measure 11.25, 11.2. That is 11.2, isn't it? Measure 11. So you can see that. You place it at the center point here. You draw circle, a faint circle. Everything faint first. So the next thing to do is what? Is to reproduce out the next circle, which is this. Let me show you. I'm going to reproduce out this bigger circle here, which has a radius of what? A diameter of what? 45. So divided by 2, I'll be having 22.25. So that's 22.25. I'll measure 23. Which here is my 23. Can you see that? I place at the center point. I'll draw my circle. As you can see, we're having. I've successfully produced out this figure here. As you can see, we have produced out this figure. What we are seeing, that is what is here. So what do you notice? They said from this point here, this middle point here is this our middle point here. So from that point, there's a distance of what? 89. You see, it is 178. So if half of it is 89, so I'll measure what? 89 from that place. So measuring my 89, you take your meter rule, measure 89. Let me see what I'm doing. So measure 89. So measure my 89. Let me draw everything. Draw it down. Come. As you can see what I'm doing. So now I have drawn my line downward. So I'll measure 89. So this is my 89, my point 89 here. This point here is my point 89, isn't it? So let me make this point as the meaningful center point. So that is, I will just draw a horizontal line this way. So it already has what? A middle point. Likewise, I will extend the line here too, this way. So you can see what we are having. Now the next thing is, they said from this point here, this point you are seeing here, this point, that point is this point here. That is, this point here is this point I'm having here. It has a circle of what? Radius of what? 45, diameter 45, so that's the what 22.25. So I'll measure that on my meter rule. 22.25. Can you see that? So I'll place on this center point. I'll draw a circle. Can you see that? This is my circle. The next thing is what? To reproduce out this. So the next thing is to produce out the other big circle. That is, this is another circle here. But for us to establish this circle, let me show you what I'm saying. I mean, this, this is a circle here. I've drawn that one. So for us to draw this circle from this point, this circle has a radius of what? Radius of 45, as you can see. So before we can establish this big circle, we need to what? Measure from this center point. This center point here is this one here. We measure what? 11. We measure 11. So from this center point here, let me show you this one here. This center point here, you measure 11. That is from here to here. This is my point 11, isn't it? So from there I will measure what? 45, because I have a radius of 45 for the base circle. 45, as you can see, my 45. I'll place at this center point. I'll place at this point here, not the center point. At this point I established. So placed at this center point, this point you're having here, you have established. If you're having something of this nature, so you can see what we're having. So the next thing to do is what? Let's see what we're having there. We have successfully drawn out this one and this inner one. But they said, can you see a line is connected from this one line, from this circle here to this inner circle? So let's do that. I will take my meter rule. I'll connect from this point here a line. I will thicken it because it is thickened. So you can see what we're having. Thicken it. So the next thing is what? What do you notice again? There's a line from this center point joining that big circle. So let's do that. From this center point here to somewhere here. This is what? Can you see that? So let me thicken it. I don't want to thicken it finish because there is what? An arc here. Let me show you. So you see that I did not connect this part finish due to the arc that is here. Can you see that there's an arc here of what? Radius of what? 32. So for us to draw this arc, let's do that now. So this arc is half radius of what? 32. I've reduced it to 16. Half of it is 16. So let's measure 16. Now meter rule. So this is my 16. Here to here is my 16. Can you see that? You place it at any point here. So just place it somewhere here. You draw. Let me just start from here. You draw an arc like this. You can see. Come to this place. Sorry. You draw same thing. You just place somewhere at that point. Can you see that? So the next thing to do is what? Is to take your pencil, connect this bottom, the point, the edge of the circle to what? A straight line. I'll be having this. That is, this line here is parallel to this line with what? Radius of what? 16. So I can now proceed. What do you observe? There's a hole here, and whenever you see a hole, as I always say, whenever you see a pothole, you what? You add. Whenever you see a hole, you fill. And so that is 16 plus 22.25. If I'm right, half of this is 22.25, isn't it? So 22.25 plus 16, I'll be having 38.25. So I'll measure my 38 on my meter rule. 38. This is my 38 on my meter rule, isn't it? You place it at the center point. So you strike an arc on what you have drawn, the line you have drawn here. So where they are meeting, where this line is meeting, you gauge it to that point. So you don't just gauge it. I'll be having this. Can you see that? So the next thing to do is what? Is to produce out that curve section area as seen. I mean this. To produce out this. So how do we go about that? What do you observe? You can see to produce out this, you're going to what? It's like a circle to a big circle, two circles at two different points. So having a radius of 45, which is what I've divided it. I know I just held my measurement. So R is 20.5, isn't it? 20.5. So let's do that. Let's produce out this. So doing that, I'll be having something of this nature. Let me show you something of this. I will take my compass, isn't it? You know, we said it has a radius of what? 20.5, isn't it? I mean that thing we want to draw around this arc, this curve section area, this curve section has a what? Radius of 20.5. So you take it, the measurement 20.5, 22. 20.5, that's 23, isn't it? Approximately, you place it at this what? At this center point, sorry, at this point here, this first point here. You take it to this place, strike an arc here. The second point here, strike an arc. These 2 points you are seeing is these 2 points here. Can you see that? Which has what? You know they're having the same radius. That is why I use the same measurement. 45, which is 20.5, half of it 20.5. Can you see that? So now if I proceed from this point with the same radius, don't shake it, with the same measurement, place at this point, you draw a faint line. Can you see that? You take it to this point too, you draw a faint circle, sorry, not line, a faint circle. So you're doing that, you'll be having something of this nature. So the next thing to do is what? Is to take your compass, once again with that same measurement, you take in this aspect, take in this place. Can you see that? You come to the other side here, you take in this place. Sir? Coming. So I'll be having this, isn't it? So just take your pencil and connect this point, because the measurement is very small, so I can't measure that. So you'll be having this. So the next thing to do, let's take in this part. Let's take in them. You know, when you want to draw this big circle, you start from this point here. So you take your meter like this to that point. So you draw it with a tick, you tick in it. So just taking it, by taking it, can you see? Taking it, I'll be having this, you can see that. So I draw the circle from this center point here, this center point here. So taking this. We're having this, as you can see. So finally you come up here, you're taking the upper part too. See, taking it, just taking it round. We're having this. Likewise, this part too is taken. Smaller one is taken it. So we're having this, as you can see. what we are having. We have replicate what we see, what you are seeing at the right corner of the screen on our what? On our board. So if you found this video helpful, click on the subscribe button and like. But before we end our class, we need to what? Show our what? Our line of measurements. Here is having a radius of measuring. Here is having a radius of diameter of 45. I'm using our half measurement, like the half we used. Here is having a diameter of what? 2.5, isn't it? Here is having an arc of what? Of radius of what? 16. The bigger circle here is having what? An arc of radius of what? Radius of 45. Can you see that? So why this here is having, as you can see at the right corner of the screen, it's having a radius of what? Radius of 3, isn't it? Why this one here, this inner one here, is having a radius of what? 22.5. So you can see that distance from here to here, I'll show you. Distance from here to here, from here to here is what? 11. You can see that. So as you can see that's one of the screen, we successfully reproduce out this object. So if you found this video helpful, once again, kindly click on the subscription button and like. Thank you. Welcome to Wise Link Academy.